Some of you have mentioned that you're not sure what day it is anymore. So, in case you missed it, today is May 1st, May Day, which is also International Workers' Day. International Workers' Day commemorates the legal establishment of the 8-hour workday and child labor laws, both of which we had to fight for. And this year on International Workers' Day, people all across the country are going on strike. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you 5 ways that you can get involved. But first, let's wind it back a couple weeks. Over the last month, Amazon employees have been on strike for safer and more equitable conditions under the pandemic. Corporate employees joined in with a virtual sick-out in solidarity. All invitations to this event were deleted. All of the emails discussing this event were deleted, and the organizers of the event were fired.
We're here to tell Amazon to stop firing and start listening. As you might have heard, Emily and I were fired on April 10th for standing up and speaking out.
Amazon has fired 6 workers who have called for better safety precautions during the pandemic. Courtney Bowden, an Amazon warehouse worker in Pennsylvania, was fired last month after distributing buttons to help organize her fellow employees. Christian Smalls, an Amazon warehouse worker in New York, organized a strike calling on the company to shut down the facility for badly needed deep cleaning. Christian was fired. As of April 23rd, there have been 27 new infections at the warehouse where Christian was protesting before he was fired. Vice News obtained a memo leaked from a meeting with senior Amazon leadership where they discussed a plan to discredit and smear Christian. Quote, "He's not smart or articulate, and to the extent that the press wants to focus on us versus him, we will be in a much stronger PR position. Make him the most interesting part of the story." That's Amazon General Counsel David Zapolsky. The company has consistently demonstrated a pattern of neglect and intimidation to crush unions. So much so, in fact, that they have developed a metric to target and suppress unionization. It is calculated by racial diversity and regional poverty. Believe it or not, they even made a fucking video about it.
In this section, you will learn about the warning signs most commonly associated with early union organizing, as well as other warning signs that could indicate associate disengagement, vulnerability to organizing, or early organizing activity. The most obvious signs would include use of words associated with unions or union-led movements like living wage or steward.
These practices are disgusting, and in the pandemic, they put all of us in very real danger. According to the New York Attorney General, Amazon's health and safety measures taken in response to the COVID-19 pandemic are so inadequate that they may violate several provisions of OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Act. According to the Wall Street Journal, some of the workers interviewed are only being issued 1 sanitary wipe per shift to clean their station. Others were issued none at all. Over the last several weeks, Amazon has failed to furnish sufficient information about the rates of infection at their facilities. Damn, that's kind of a tongue twister. Let's do it one more time. Over the last several weeks, Amazon has failed to furnish sufficient information about the rates of infection at their facilities. This neglect puts warehouse workers and everything they touch at heightened risk of spreading the virus. As Christian Smalls put it before he was fired, Amazon is a breeding ground for the coronavirus. According to Vox Media, at least 130 Amazon facilities have confirmed coronavirus cases, some with more than 30 employees infected that we know of, and they're still fucking open. These workers deserve better. These people deserve better. We all deserve better. And if we want anything to change, we need to speak up together today. How we respond today will set the standard for labor laws all across our country and all around the world. At a time when we are unable to gather in person, your voice is essential. Here's how you and your friends can get involved. Number 1, boycott that shit. They only give a fuck about their bottom line. Cancel your Prime account. This is the most impactful thing that you can do today. So do it. You can always get it again later. 2, speak up on social media. Tell them how you feel and use hashtags Boycott Amazon, General Strike 2020, and May Day 2020. Number 3, contact your local, state, and federal officials. Amazon works in every single one of our cities. Our cities. So if you want to stay safe, you need to speak up. Number 4, if you are a corporate employee, please speak out. I know you did not create these policies. I know you have probably been working very hard to solve these problems. I know you did not ask to be put in this position, but you're in it, right along with the rest of us. And your voice is quite literally the most valued in this conversation. So please use it. Number 5, do not shop at any of the following stores on strike: Amazon, Whole Foods, Instacart, Target, Walmart, and Trader Joe's. If you do, even virtually, you are crossing a picket line. I know this all seems really crazy and overwhelming. I totally get it. I'm right there with you. I've been in my apartment for weeks reading this shit and banging my head against the wall. But these problems are not insurmountable. We can totally fix this. It's just like Christian Bale said in the Disney movie musical Newsies. You don't need hats or badges to have a union. We are in a union. You and me, baby. We are united. And even though we are apart right now, we stand together. Stay strong, stay safe, stay together. Now get on out there and go boycott some shit.